Hey there. So, today I want to talk to you about the trouble with lying. I was watching a show recently, and a father in the show says to his son, try and stay honest, because once you start lying, it's very hard to stop. That rang true to me as soon as I heard it, and it got me thinking about what makes lying so hard to stop once you start. And I came up with two answers, and you can tell me if you think I'm on the right track in the comments below. So the first answer I came up with is that lying is convenient. We lie because it serves us. We lie in order to alter reality, to rewrite the past, to paint a picture of ourselves that we want people to see. We lie to get what we want and to avoid losing things or people we don't want to lose. Lying serves us. And so I think once we've opened the door to lying and using lying as a tool to get what we want, well, the possibilities are endless. The temptation is hard to resist. And I think that lying just becomes easier and easier to do over time. The second reason I think that lying is so hard to stop once you start is because lying gets away from us. It's not often we get to tell just one lie and leave it on its own. Especially when we tell those big lies about who we are or what we've done, when we lie to people that matter to us, that we care about, or that are regular parts of our lives. Questions follow the lies we tell that we have to answer with more lies. We have to add details to our lies, and as those lies become more elaborate, now they're stories. And I think then we feel the need to keep them up. And over time, we have to monitor who we've told what to, and the lies just pile up until we're quite buried by them, really, and they suffocate us. And I can't imagine how exhausting this must be, because now we're actually living these lies. And the idea of telling the truth becomes so terrifying and seems so impossible because we're so entangled in all the lies that we've told, that telling the truth seems far too daunting. And so I think these are some of the reasons why lying is really, really hard to stop once we've started. Not impossible, but difficult. It would take a lot of courage to get out of a web like that. So my next question to you, my question to you, and I think that the trouble with lying as well in my mind is, how can you ever truly be loved if people don't know who and what you really are? And how can you love yourself if you're unable to tell the truth about who and what you are? If you feel the need to lie about the choices you're making, then there's a disconnect between the choices that you're making and who you really want to be, and how you want to be seen. And if you pretend that there's not that disconnect, then now you're lying to yourself. If you pretend that you had no other choice, that you had to tell those lies, or that the lies that you told were someone else's fault, you're now lying to yourself. And once you start lying to yourself, well, that's the scariest place to be of all, because you are at risk of losing yourself and of losing touch with reality. And losing yourself is far worse than losing anyone or anything in your life. So, my humble advice to you would be to make choices that you can tell the truth about, and own the mistakes that you've made. Earn the respect of yourself and others by telling those hard truths and by owning your mistakes. And I think that as you force yourself to tell those hard truths, you'll be more inspired to make choices that you can be honest about, so you don't have to tell those hard truths. And over time, as you align the choices that you make with who you really want to be, you'll sleep better at night. You you will find a sense of pride. You will earn the respect of yourself and others, and you will find that authentic, real love for yourself and from other people. So that is, I think, the trouble with lying and the beauty of telling the truth. So stay honest and take care.